Hey friends, I'm Sarah and I'm back with another unboxing video. Today we are going to check out Brothers Skitch PP1. This is their first Bluetooth enabled embroidery machine. It is embroidery only, Bluetooth enabled. It has no screen on it, so it is completely controlled by your phone or your tablet. And it is also a free arm model, so it has a maximum 4x4 inch embroidery area, but that free arm allows you to do really small things like onesies, socks, hats, other tubular items that might be more difficult on a flatbed machine. So it's a pretty interesting machine. Let's open it up and see what it's about. Got my handy dandy box cutter here. Okay, there's a nice little graphic on the box right here that shows you exactly the right way to handle the machine, so I'm going to keep that in mind as I take it out of the box. Right on the top we have a starter kit, and it looks like, let's see, I'll just open it up and see what's inside here. We have a quick reference guide, an accessories list, the accessories here. The power cord is in here, as well as the magnetic 4x4 frame. And it looks like we also have a piece of felt and stabilizer, so I'm guessing they're going to start us off with a project right out of the box. So that is our cute little starter kit. I like this little box that it comes in, how it matches the outside packaging. It's cute. And we also have the operation manual. There are these two handles here and here for me to just lift the box out. So I'm going to put this whole thing on the floor, and then I'm going to lift the machine out and put it on my table here. The machine is really small, so it does make it easy to handle. You can see I'm lifting it by myself. I can talk to you as I'm lifting it, which means it's not that strenuous. So that's helpful. Also, just want to say, like, this is all cardboard, which I love because you can recycle it. Unlike most machines that are packaged in just styrofoam across the board, I'm really happy that this is packaged in cardboard, because that means I could break it down, it's fully recyclable, and even these plastic bags, if they have the 4 symbol on them, you guys know I'm into sustainability, so this is what I think about all the time, is can I recycle it? So these plastic bags that have the 4 symbol on it, that guy right in the middle, this guy right here, that means that it's plastic film. And if it's clean and dry, you can recycle these at different participating stores. Walmart, for example, they accept plastic film recycling, so it includes a lot of different things, but just because we're unboxing right now, every time I unbox something, whether it's a new piece of furniture or a light fixture that I bought or a machine, most of the time it comes in these little plastic packages. Even my couch that I'm sitting on was totally wrapped in these. So I always bundle them up. I have like a trunk full of them. Every time I go to the supermarket or I go to Walmart or Target or anywhere, they have a box out front that is for plastic film. So you could just deposit the film in there and it recycles. So anyway, I went off on a tangent, but bottom line, you can recycle this packaging, so I love that. I'm stoked about it. Back to the machine. Okay, so I'm gonna lift it up just like it showed us on the diagram from underneath the machine right here. Take it out of this cardboard. It's very lightweight, really easy to handle. Here she is. I'm going to take all the blue tape off and then we'll power her on. Okay, I got all my blue tape off. You want to make sure to get all these pieces because if you turn the machine on when the tape is still on there, it might not be able to move and calibrate properly. So you want to take this off. Now I'm going to take out my power cord. The power cord gets connected right back here. Okay, I plugged it in and nothing happened. So I'm going to take a look at my quick start guide and see what we should do next. Step 1, turn on the machine. Who would have thought? Turn it on? That's crazy. Okay, the power switch is in the back, right where the power supply cord goes in. So I turned it on. It's blinking now. It gave a little beep. Okay, so that's number 1. And number 2 is to install the Artspira app. So like I said, and as you can see, there's no screen on this machine whatsoever. So it is completely controlled by your phone or your tablet with Brother's Artspira app. So I'm gonna go on and open up my app. Now, because it's Bluetooth enabled, again, as I mentioned, we are going to hold down the Bluetooth button for 2 seconds. It'll start blinking, and then I'm going to, in the Artspira app, connect the machine that way. So let's hold down the Bluetooth button. It made a little beep, and now it's blinking, so I know that it's looking for a connection. So in my app here, I'm going to go to my machine settings and I'm going to go to register an embroidery machine. And I've reached the maximum number of machines. I feel like I won a game. So I'm just going to remove a couple of these machines I know I'm not using. So I'm just gonna tap on the machine and then tap delete, delete. And it looks like another one took its, oh no, it went away. Okay, so now I'm going to hit register and we're going to select Bluetooth model. Artspira would like to use Bluetooth. Okay, I'm allowing it in my settings. Now it's walking me through the getting started steps again. So it's saying to turn it on. I did that. hold down the Bluetooth button. I did that. And there it is. It popped up. So I'm going to select the machine. Now, of course, I'm sure there's a way to check that the machine number matches your machine, but like obviously I'm in the woods. There are no other Skitch machines that it would possibly be connecting to right now. So I don't have to check that that's the right one. That's my machine. It's sitting right here. So I'm going to press pair. And it's connected. Yay! Okay, that was really, really easy. So I'm done. I'm going to go out of my machine settings. And I didn't press anything. This just popped up on its own. So it's walking me through a trial design. Yes, let's do it. Okay, select a design by tapping create. So it's kind of like giving me an app tutorial, which obviously is essential because you can't use this machine without the Artspira app. So thank you. It's teaching us how to do it. Okay. So it has a little heart and it is black on a white background, and there's a spool of black thread right there included in our accessory kit. And then, as I showed you before, we got a little piece of like white felt. So I'm going to take out my hoop. And it is magnetic. We love magnetic frames, so that's awesome. So the top part of the frame should just kind of peel off. I don't want to force it. But yep, there we go. It just comes right off. And there are these little cardboard inserts, which, hot tip, if you've never worked with a magnetic frame before, always store it with a piece of fabric or even a piece of bubble wrap in between the two pieces of the frame. Because if you put these together with nothing in between the magnets are nice and strong, right? They have to hold a lot of fabric and a lot of thickness. So if you put them together without anything in between, it's really difficult to get them apart, and you risk like maybe cracking the frame if you have to pull too hard. So bubble wrap from my packaging. Put it in between when you store the frame. Also, it's just good practice to store your frames with a little piece of bubble wrap to protect them. So that's my hot tip on magnetic frames. Okay. I'm going to take out my little felt and stabilizer. This is a pretty thin piece of stabilizer, and then this is a nice thick piece of felt. So I'm putting the stabilizer on the bottom, felt on the top. Open my frame up again, take out the bubble wrap. We don't want to embroider the bubble wrap. And then I'm putting the stabilizer, again, is on the bottom, felt is on the top, and attaching the top of the frame. And we're hooped. Nice and easy. Okay, so next on my screen, I'm going to select the hoop size. That's what it's kind of guiding me towards. And this is our 4x4 hoop. That's the maximum embroidery size for this machine. You can also embroider smaller. I believe they have a 3x3 hoop available right now. And I'm guessing, and they do, because there's the 3x3 option. And I know that none of the other Brother embroidery machines have a 3x3 option, so that's totally for the Skitch. And I'm thinking like in the future they might go even smaller to do like little monograms, but we'll see. So for now we have the option of 3x3 or 4x4 for the Skitch. So I'm gonna make sure I selected 4x4, press done. And I don't need to edit this at all. I'm gonna stick with the default design. So I'm gonna press done. Now we're gonna tap transfer. Again, it's guiding me through all of this. And now it's telling me to press the accept button. I'm guessing it's the check mark that's blinking at me. Okay. So the carriage of the machine calibrated a little bit. Now, this is the part I'm really excited to kind of test out. So to lay out your design in the hoop, they have added these registration marks all around the frame. And that's going to allow you to actually use the app, take a photo of the frame, and then position that way. So let's test that out. I'm going to get my water-soluble marker and I'm going to pretend like I'm going to make a little crosshair up in the corner that I want to position the heart up there. And we're going to see if we can use this feature to take a picture of the hoop and line it up where I make my mark. So let me grab my marker. All right, so I have my crosshair here. This is a water-soluble marker. So I'm going to press layout in the Artspira app. And now, again, it's telling me exactly how to do it. So it's saying position the pattern using the camera scan function, hoop the fabric onto the hoop, and tap the camera icon. And it even highlights it for me. So I'm going to tap the camera icon, and it is giving me a video to watch about how to hoop the fabric. I'm a pro, so I don't need to watch that video, but I do like that they are just straight up like giving you that help. So that's nice. I'm gonna skip it. Okay, so then it's showing you how to capture the frame. So I'm gonna press start. I'm gonna allow access to my camera. I'm positioning it, and that was so fast. So it took a picture of the frame. There's my little crosshair. This is a picture that I just took with my phone. I'm gonna press OK, and now it's displaying the photo of the frame right there for me. So all I have to do is drag the heart over on top of the crosshair. That's pretty cool. I love this. I like it. I like it. I love it. Okay. So yeah, that was really easy. So now it's on top of my crosshair. I know my positioning is straight on point. Let's see what this does. Okay, so it zooms. You have a zoom feature here, but can you, oh, and then if you press move, oh, there's more move tools in there. So you can move, instead of just dragging and dropping with your finger, you can use these little arrows to kind of move it around. You can also rotate the design. I'm not about that exact positioning life, so I don't need it. Okay. So you can zoom in and out on the image. Cool. I'm happy with that. I like that. So I'm going to press done. And now it's telling me to do the layout. I skipped ahead. I already did it. So I'm just going to press done again. I'm going to skip through that. Okay. So I did it on my own, but the app would have guided me to do that. So very helpful. All right, I'm going to press transfer, and that's going to transfer the design with this exact positioning for me over to the machine. Transfer, done. and now it's showing me how to install the bobbin. Some customers have had issues with the bobbin so far, so I'm going to be extra careful when I load this in, and just watch the video, make sure that I'm doing it right. So to take off the plastic bit that covers the bobbin, you're just going to pull it towards you. Clicks off. I am taking out my bobbins that were included in my accessory kit. I'm going to load one of these in, and there is a diagram right on the machine here that shows you, right there, shows you exactly which direction the thread should be going in when you load that bobbin in. So I'm going to follow it, drop it in, and I'm going to I'm just following the guide. Again, there are arrows right there that show you exactly what direction to put that thread in, how to put the thread through. There's a tiny little blade here that snips it for you to the right length. Now I'm going to put the cover back on. Clicks right in. Okay, next step, we prepared the bobbin. Now we're going to prepare the frame. So it's showing me how to hoop the fabric and how to attach the frame. So the pins right here are what is going to actually connect the frame to the arm of the machine. So I'm going to gently slide this in, and I should hear a click when they connect. Nice. So I heard a nice little snap, and it's connected. So next we're going to thread the upper thread, and I'm going to watch the video to see how to do that. There is a built-in automatic needle threader, so as long as you follow the steps properly and trim it to the right length, you can pull down the needle threader and nope, it didn't work. Let's see what I missed. I know what I missed. Click in here, go up here. I did not connect it in one of the spots, so it didn't work. There you go. I just pull that lever down, it lowers the foot, and it threads the needle for me. So the threading was pretty self-explanatory, especially if you've used an embroidery machine before. The directions are printed right on the machine, so it's helpful to watch the video for sure. I recommend it. It's a really short video, so you might as well watch it. But then to just thread it yourself, it just makes a lot of sense. Like I said, all the arrows and directions are printed right on the machine for you. One thing that's in the video that is not obvious about the threading is that they want you to pull the thread down through the opening, through the hole in the presser foot. So again, it's good that I watched the video to figure that part out. And then in the beginning of threading, I press down the check mark key up here to lock the machine, and that seems like a common practice anytime you're changing the needle, installing the frame, or threading the machine. It just locks everything so nothing will accidentally start stitching. It's a safety feature essentially. So I'm just going to hold this down again, and it unlocks for me. Okay, so we are done with all of that. So now we can do a trial run of the stitch out, and it's going to just trace the area that it's going to stitch the design in. So let's do a trial. We're going to press the accept button. And it's just moving around, and what you want to do is just make sure that it doesn't look like the presser foot is going to hit the embroidery frame at all. So that looked good to me. So I'm going to press OK. And now we can press start, and this gives us all of our embroidery information. So it's showing us where it's going to embroider, what the design is. It's showing us the embroidery time. It says 3 minutes total, and then once it starts running, it'll count down the time. It shows us the stitch count, and it looks like we can click on that. Yes. So we will be able to jump forward or back stitches if, let's say, we have a thread break or we need to pause and like resume the design later on. We can check what exact stitch we left off at, and we can jump back to that to continue our design. And then it's showing us the thread list here. This is a one color trial design, so that's all there is to it. So let's do it. Now, another thing I saw in the getting started videos that I've watched that are in the app, by the way, so they're under the education tab in the app, was that they just stopped the machine a few stitches in and trimmed that initial thread. And definitely something I don't always do, but it's a good thing to do because this extra little hanging thread could get caught up in your design. And it's not that it would damage anything, but it wouldn't be perfect. And we want like a perfect design. So I paused it, I trimmed that, and now I'm gonna let it continue stitching out. It's nice and quiet. And here's the progress on the Artspira app. So it's counting down the stitches, and the little time arrow is chugging along. Okay, it's all done. It even trimmed that final thread for me, so I won't have to cut any threads when I pull it out of the machine. So it's asking us if we want to embroider it again or finish. I'm going to select finish. And now I'm going to remove it from the machine. So there is a small lever back here to release the embroidery frame. It releases really easily. And there's my heart. It's very cute. The stitch quality is really nice. It's a sweet little pixel heart. Let's look at the back. Okay, that's looking good. You should be seeing a little bit of that white bobbin thread, and it looks consistent throughout the design, so that looks really good. Okay, I'm going to just pop the top of the magnetic frame off. To free my design. There she is. So now, because this is felt, I could just kind of cut it out and use it as a patch. I don't need to finish any of the edges. Yeah, so that was a really cute trial design. Okay, so that is unboxing and getting started with Brothers Skitch PP1, their Bluetooth free arm embroidery only machine that looks like a coffee maker. I had a lot of fun unboxing this and getting started with it. It's definitely nice to learn it's a bit of a different format because of the Bluetooth and operating the machine through the Artspira app. So it's definitely cool to learn a different kind of embroidery format, I would say. And I'm excited to keep playing around with this machine. I liked how quiet it was when it's stitched. And there are definitely a lot of fun designs in Brothers Artspira app. So I'm going to go ahead right now and I'm going to take a browse through the different designs in here, and I'm going to pick some out to make a couple of fun projects. So check back later for more videos on the Skitch. Take a look at my channel for more unboxing videos for Brother embroidery machines, sergers, printers, you name it, I've got it. And hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys soon.